Legend War here, and today we've got a saving and disaster battle playing as the Vampire Counts going up against Karakirin, where they have brought a gyrocopter brimstone gun doomstack here. So this is extremely unusual, but it's not the first time I've seen the AI do this. This will happen if they're simply restricted in what they can recruit. So if they've only got one settlement and they didn't build any other types of unit recruitment apart from like the engineering building, then they'll spam the only unit that they can get. And even though they could potentially get miners, because miners are super low tier, sometimes they'll avoid recruiting them unless they have no other choice. So we have no ability to counter this whatsoever. We have a completely grounded force with absolutely no magic missiles, no missile type of any kind. So the only way we can win this is by getting them to land. So they have 18 shots each. Another thing that we could do is get them to waste their ammo on bad targets. So they have the speed advantage. We can't really stop that. Blobbing up would be a gigantic mistake. If we could take out these two guys here with the Vargulf, that could work. But the problem is if we send the Vargulf out that way, it'll probably just get targeted by the anti-large missiles and get killed quite quickly, so we've got to be very careful with that. Anyway, let's jump in here and I'll show you some techniques on how to deal with gyrocopters as Vampire Counts when you don't have any flying units. Because even if you've got units like Bats and Vargeists, they actually can't catch the gyrocopters, they'll just eternally run away. So they can be extremely frustrating to deal with. See, normally the way to deal with gyrocopters would just be shooting them out of the skies. Like if you're playing as the Empire and you see gyrocopters and you've got guns, doesn't matter. You know, High Elves, Dark Elves, even Greenskins can deal with this stuff relatively easily. So, what we're going to do here, try to move these guys to the back, because I don't want them to get shot. And same thing with this, move it way back. We do have the option to withdraw, because they might target this one if we're not careful, but just hold on for the moment. Now, as for these two here, keep them up. Do you have Master of the Dead? No? Okay, that would have been good if you did. You do have a potion healing. And this one here. Alright, so here's what we do. Zombies. To begin with, use zombies. Because typically speaking, they'll shoot at the first thing they can see, right? Drop the bombs or whatever. And using up a zombie summon to even soak up even just one volley is a big deal. Now, as for the Vargulf, we don't want it to get shot. But if I jump underneath them, they should drop some bombs on them. Which is a, yeah, there we go. Which is a complete waste. That's it, and let's do more of this. There we go, we got him shooting at that. Okay, meanwhile, Vargulf just try to get around them until they give up the chase. That's it, it's working here. Not all of them are tied down, but a lot of them are. Okay, they are shooting at our Lord a little bit. Since we have no ability to actually get at them, every single shot that they shoot at a zombie is just such a fucking waste. Okay, get that Mortis engine out of there. You can also use the trees to try to block shots. Okay, but once they sort of give up the chase a little bit. Okay, go this way. So Vargulf can regenerate a little bit at a time. Okay. Units that are getting particularly badly damaged, we'll try to get them off the battlefield. Don't even bother trying to use the Mortis engine's healing. Oh, this... We do have lesser raise the dead. Okay. Yeah, don't let that engineer generate extra ammunition for them. So okay if the Mortis engine gets shot a little bit because it can regenerate, but you know, don't want it to get shot too much. And all we're trying to do here is weather the storm as much as possible. The fact that they're shooting at zombies, that's so good for us. So good. You know, some of our units, they're going to get hit a bit. Now, Vargulf over here taking out that engineer before it has a chance to generate extra ammunition for them would be good. But yeah, don't blob up. Make it so every single shot of theirs is as difficult as possible to hit as possible. I do have blast, but that's probably not even going to kill a single one of them, but let's just see. Yeah, I didn't think so. How are we going over here? It's almost done there, good. Let's keep summoning them zombies. And that's it. That's it. Because, yeah, we have no ability to get them. Go and kill him. So far, so good, I think. Because, yeah, see, notice how they're starting to run out of ammunition. That's what we want to see. So it's not actually Invocation of Nehek, just constantly healing that wins us this one. But zombie summons. Yeah, I just can't tie down all of them. Okay, cool, we killed that dude. I don't know if you're going to manage this, but give it a shot anyway.
Everywhere is death.
That's it. So many of them are shooting the zombies. That's so good. You can see here the bouncer power is starting to push for us. Now, one of the big problems here is that we might end up winning the battle and not actually having done much damage to them because so much of their bouncer power is relying on ammunition. That is one problem of doing this.
No. Ask the necromancer.
Okay, that one there's landing. It would be good if we can actually kill some of these gyrocopters. They're gonna start landing now. This guy's taking more damage, give him a heck. Since we don't have Master of the Dead. Yeah, I'm not sure if the Vargulf is actually gonna win that. Some of those ones there still have a fair bit of... Alright, start bringing these guys around over here.
Glorious death.
Actually, Vargulf, don't worry about killing him. Since they're landing anyway, trying to inflict the leadership penalty now isn't going to work. Now let's try to actually destroy some gyrocopters. Oh, this way. And now we actually try to heal our zombies as best we can. Not zombies, our skeletons. Because mainly we need the skeletons to keep the gyrocopters tied down, because they are anti-large, but they don't have much armor piercing. And the Vargulf actually destroying them. That would be good, if you can manage. And I think at this point here they've dropped all their bombs. Just ignore the Lord. Bouncer power is looking good.
The living will join us.
No, don't worry about another zombie summoning that. Just get over here. Get over here. If we can get them close to the mortar engine, get them all together. Now we actually do want to blow up, right? If we get them all together, the mortar engine will start doing passive damage to them and also start healing our guys as well. So maybe we can actually revive some of them. Good, I'm starting to see some of their dudes getting destroyed. The bigger the blob, the harder it's going to be for the... Oh, there we go, there's the ambulances. The harder it's going to be for the gyrocopters to leave, is what I was going to say. But...
all before us will perish.
There you go. Now, if I'm not mistaken, none of our units here got wiped out. Fair bit of damage was done, though. And the main benefit to what we've done here is that we did kill their engineer, but we did not destroy that many of their gyrocopters, because it is really bad at dealing with that. So this is sort of ideal if you want to attack it, if it's sitting inside of a settlement. That way all you need to do is win. But yeah, if you're out in the field and it's a field battle, and even worse if you're defending, that way they get replenishment over the end turn, it's probably better to avoid something like this. Or even better still, auto-resolve it if you can. Which we couldn't. Now, as for this dude here, That's their faction leader, I think. So killing him is good, because otherwise he's going to get more experience and become harder next time we fight him. Whereas if we get him, we get more loot money, and I'll just replace it with a different lord, and... do this. Hang on. There we go. So yeah, it's a bit of a lopsided side of things. We actually only destroyed one gyrocopter. But we killed both the guys that were on the ground. Because yeah, got no ability to catch them. So yeah, that can be a bit tricky to deal with vampire counts. But the trick is to get them to shoot at zombies, not consistently heal these. Because yeah, shooting at the zombies... Yeah, if you think about it in terms of wins of magic value, how much will a Nehek heal? Like maybe 1 or 2 volleys. How much will a zombie soak up? Don't forget it's also cheaper. A zombie could soak up, 10, 20, even maybe 30 volleys of that. So, much more cost effective for wasting ammo. Yeah, then it just runs back over there. And you're standing in enemy territory. So, generally speaking, not a good situation to get into. But, at least you get some experience. But yeah, your army needs to go and heal a little bit. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. So I hope you learned something. Very rare that you'll encounter that, but that's kind of how you deal with gyrocopters. If you are going to skeleton spam, or in Warhammer 3, zombie spam, use the zombie summons. That being said, we'll cover the Warhammer 3 disasters for Immortal Empires when we get to it. I imagine that is going to be less likely to occur. But yeah, skeleton spamming is out in Warhammer 3, and zombie spamming is in. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.